Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Worth Jr. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Trump every day, and I'm not, but tonight is something special. We had a funding bill ready to go. Musk torpedoed it with a tweet on Trump's instruction. They didn't like it. So we head into a government shutdown Saturday. Most likely, not for sure, but this is something they worked long and hard on, both chambers and both parties. So all the House Republicans and Democrats, all the Senate Republicans and Democrats worked together on this. Mike Johnson actually announced a bill, and everything was good to go. And then Elon Musk threatened to primary everyone on the Republican side who didn't kill this bill or prevent this bill from going as it was, because Trump wanted something different. You have Republicans upset at Trump for not engaging sooner, and the guy actually said, I don't know, maybe he just didn't think of it until now. You have Lindsey Graham and Tom Tillis from the Carolinas, Republican senators who are very upset because their states desperately need that $100 billion in disaster relief. As Lindsey Graham said, I live there in my state and I see my state. This is not something that we can just play politics with. These people need this right now. They can't wait a month or two. Again, Trump hasn't even taken office yet. It's a month away, month and 2 days. So that's what's going on there. These people live in fear of him. This is a one-man party at this point. There is no, it's Musk, and he's influencing Trump, and he owns Twitter. He owns X, so he can, with a tweet like he did tonight, kill things. But it's all on whatever Trump says. So this is a one-man party, as we knew. This is what we are faced with. And he's not even the president yet. They don't even have their majority in the Senate yet. So part of Trump's rationale was, we don't want to just give Chuck Schumer everything that the Dems want. That's not a reason to not pass a bill that all four factions have come to agreement on. But that's what they're looking at. We also have, this is, like I said, I'm keeping up with this stuff, and it is hard to not talk about it. And I'm trying. I made it almost a week with not talking about Trump, which is a few other videos, Syria, Paris in the 1200s. But this stuff is just ludicrous. You have... you have the North Koreans getting killed, just blown up alongside the Russians in Russia, in a town that the Ukrainians hold in Russia. They bring North Koreans in to just send into the meat grinder instead of Russian soldiers or alongside Russian soldiers. Ukraine is acting like it's not about to end as Trump promised. And what can Putin do? The thing he's most embarrassed about now is Syria. The thing just totally imploded. Putin was just keeping it propped up all by himself, and some dudes in white Toyota pickups with machine guns overthrew the Russian-backed regime, and they had to run away, tails tucked firmly between their legs. So Putin is just losing on all fronts here, and Trump's, I don't know, this is Trump's guy, and he's gotten in with the big loser here, and I guess he just was maybe preoccupied by that. I don't know. And didn't really think about this spending bill until the last minute here. So now this is what he's thinking about. This is what we saw for 4 years. Just government by pants on fire. And it's here it is. It's officially late December. It is the second half of December. These senators and representatives want to go home for the holidays. They don't want to be. That's why they came to the agreement that they came to. And and Trump's making them stay. Meanwhile, as a contractor who my current term is up at the start of the year, weighing permanent employment, but maybe not. Have to decide that. But part of the decision factor is what's the job market going to look like here in 2025? Because you have the guy, the Doge, right? The chief Doge, Elon Musk thinks he's somehow going to improve the United States job situation by firing hundreds of thousands of people. How is that going to help the job situation? You had the Fed, the stock market absolutely imploded today. The Dow did. And this is like 2 weeks straight of losses, a losing streak that has not been seen since 1974. And why? Why was it down so much? Because the Fed came out and said, and when we've all been saying, Biden had this inflation tamed. Rates are coming down as they cut interest. There's no more inflation to worry about. Well, the Fed has done all of their analysis and concluded that Trump's tariff plans will raise inflation again. And therefore, they do not expect to be able to cut interest rates to the extent that they had been planning all along. That make the stock market plummet. It's going to make interest rates go up again along with inflation. Again, dude hasn't even taken office yet. And here we are. So everything's imploding. As exactly as we said it would. So we can be upset about being wrong all we want, except we weren't wrong. We were exactly right about what would happen. And yeah, I'm still pissed off about all these people that voted for Trump that are not smart. You're not smart if you voted for Trump. Under the guise of, hey, this stuff isn't really going to happen. Why are the Dems just running around and always screaming about the sky falling? Guess what? It is falling. And he hasn't even taken office yet. I don't know. I'm not feeling great about 2025 right now. But that's where we are. We got family coming over this weekend on my side. We'll get together with my wife's side next week. And that'll be great. We got people who are sick, people who have back trouble, hip trouble. I don't know. On my wife's side, we'll get together next week. We did see some people on my wife's side yesterday, last night, and today. Today was the funeral of my wife's sister's husband, who passed away back on December 7th. He was a Vietnam veteran, and he was over there. He's an older guy. He was over there very early 70s, got injured. He wasn't carrying a rifle and getting shot at. He was working on airplanes. Something went wrong with one that he was working on. But he was disabled his whole life, 100% disability. And he had the military honors today. He was in the Air Force, and he's now buried at the National Cemetery here. And they had the Air Force personnel in their dress blues today as they laid him to rest. And I haven't been to one of those before, and I have to say it was really something. Those men and women, there was a woman calling out the orders. But all the intricate steps and side steps and weird stuff they're doing, and their uniforms and their polished black shoes, and they are doing these funerals on the half hour, multiple every half hour, all day, every day. And this is what they do, from pulling the coffin out of the hearse, it just so carefully and precisely and choreographed, and walking it over, and the gun salute and the taps and the folding of the flag, which took forever, and it was just so painstakingly and carefully done. You could not get out of there with a dry eye. So that was today. So glad he is finally at rest, and kudos to the Air Force and all the armed forces for honoring their dead, their fallen, in the way that they do. We had these people also who were, they were kind of unofficial volunteers. They're on their motorcycles, and they were service people also, and they were escorting us. I guess there was a time when people were protesting military funerals, and so these people volunteered to protect the proceedings, and now they continue to do that, and so they would be part of the funeral procession along with the police escort with their big loud motorcycles and their giant American flags flying off the back of them. It was a beautiful day, 50 degrees and sunny today. These people stick together. Even the deacon who did the rosary last night at the funeral home, just an older guy, and he was kind of gruff and to the point, but afterwards he, was commenting on the flag draping over the coffin, and he served himself and called him brother and told him he'd be joining him, and it's really something, because maybe it's only 4 years of your life, or maybe it's not even 4 years because your leg gets blown up early on. I don't know, but you have that bond, and it stays with them and until death and beyond, I guess. So really something to see. So anyway, that's it for tonight. We look forward to talking to you all again this weekend, and stay safe and find something to be happy about. All right, we'll talk to you later.